Hello, my friends on YouTube. Um, Today's subject, I'm going to speak about the sleeper cells, plural. Before I start, I'd like to mention that last video, somehow, I think because the subject is a sensitive one about the French teacher, YouTube, many people complained and they thought that it was me who uh, erased their comments. And in all the time I made videos, I never erased a comment, whether it's positive or negative. It's all there. YouTube had done that, and I can see some of the header of the comments, but I cannot respond because it's supposed to be deleted. Um, but I saw two. Uh, I saw one of them from Esther Lev. Um, she say, what I can read, she's saying that she's Jewish, and the Jewish religion does not proselytize. I am very sorry if I gave the impression that Judaism proselytize, because it's the actually, in my opinion, Judaism is a race. You have like Japanese people per se. That's a race, that's not a religion. However, they practice, most of them, Buddhism. Uh, Judaism is a race that believe in a certain tradition, that it's inherited from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you cannot, like, even if I travel to Japan and I become a Japanese citizen, I can never be a Japanese person. And it is the same with Judaism. However, Christianity, all other religions, without exception, other than Judaism, they actually proselytize and they gain membership. I am not sure. Some people I heard, I didn't look into it. They say that you can become a Jewish, but after certain process. I didn't dig into that, but practically Judaism is a bloodline. It is a heritage. It's a race. Okay. Uh, I hope this is clear because I couldn't answer your question. There's another comment that comment came from a person. His name is Vernon Verma. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Uh, he is requiring a very good subject, which is all Muslim heroes are bloodthirst, are killers, are murderers, and Muslim people, they are proud. They tell you, oh, this person killed 7,000 people in one day, and this person killed, is like you don't hear about a Muslim hero who was a writer or a teacher or a person of great intellect. They're all bloodthirst. That is a very good subject. However, the sleeper cell, I'm going to say, I don't want to focus on Islam now because Islam, in a way, will collapse one way or another. Many people, many Muslims, they think I am out of touch. But the reality is, Islam will collapse either way. It's a matter of time. Islam and the Muslim leaders, they know that very, very well. The fact that you resort to violence, that itself says that you cannot solve your problem talking. You don't have enough in your head to tell people what you are doing. So you resort to violence. And the type of violence that I'm going to put the description in the description box, because Quran speaks of terrorizing people, cast terror in the heart of people. So in a way, oftentimes, like, there's feud between individuals, families, countries, or block of nations, and some people get killed, and once they are dead, they are dead. But with Islam, watch ISIS, Al Qaeda, Al Shabaab, Boko Haram, all these Islamic groups, once they have a victim, they have to make sure that it is a horror. Not just not just kill him, but kill him in a way to cast terror in the heart of people. Why? So that you fear the Muslim. So when they demand something, you submit. You submit. So there are Quranic verses. It says that use terror, terrorize them. So when they speak of terrorism, it's part of their religion. They want people to fear, to be fearful. When you see a person, I didn't watch this, but when you see a person chop another person's head and carries it like this, and the blood is dripping, it leaves something in you. You may not be able to sleep for a while. So they did that in France. However, they are stupid, because they have, even though they probably live in France for 1, 2, 3 generations, but they are living as Arabs and Muslims together, separated from reality. They really don't know about the about the French people and how much they value freedom. And in a way, I'm very sure the French government were expecting something like that to happen. Where it will go from here, I really would not doubt that maybe if they have, like in the Champs-Élysées, something like large screen, like in Times Square in New York, and they will show the uh, pictures of Muhammad, these pictures, that sensitive picture that Charlie Hebdo uh, put originally in 2015, and they have these, they make fun of him on in public squares to assert that freedom has no limit. You will not tell us what to do. And it might go to a point like, even though that was wrong in the World War II, when the United States um, rounded up the Japanese people and they put them in concentration camp. That was wrong, because the Japanese people, they were not killing anybody, they were not murdering anybody, they were not spies. They were people who immigrated to the United States, and they were living and they had their own business and they were working, they had their family, and so on and so forth. But France may get all these Muslims and give them two choices. One, you go back to your country of origin, even if you're second or third generation in France, or you will go to a concentration camp until we deal with you. That could happen. These people, because they're so stupid, they didn't really uh, calculate that. And that's known about the Muslim. I mean, if you go back during the Iraq war, when Saddam Hussein was saying this is the mother of all wars, and we will do this, and we'll, huh? He was very good with words, just talking. To a point, probably that America and the CIA, they thought he might have certain weapon that he developed that they are unaware of, and he's going to cause a lot of casualties to our soldiers and so on and so forth. Okay, and with less than within 24 hours or so, all his army was destroyed. He didn't calculate. The Muslim in France did not calculate. All right. So wait for what to come, what is to come. And the rest of the world also actually should take a stand. Like in America, Times Square, they should have a competition on these big screens on in Times Square making fun of Muhammad. All right? I don't care. Now, these people who are so sensitive to Muhammad and to Islam and they pretend to be so righteous. This boy, this stupid boy who lost his life killing one person, and he lost his two lives were wasted. Okay, if he was really sincere, because he was brainwashed by people in the mosque, so these mosques actually should be closed immediately, not just in France, in America, in Egypt, in all in Saudi Arabia. Okay, until they find a way to eliminate these verses in Quran and in Hadith, they should not open. Okay, if you are a religion to terrorize others, these should be forced to be closed. I know this is not the best solution, but you are calling yourself you say it's a belief system and a religion, but you are killing people. No, your freedom stops here. And if you are sincere, let's look at this further. In China, the Uyghurs in China, about 100 million men in concentration camps, working camp of re-education, brainwashing, to let them forget their faith. I'm not against faith, even if you want to take a stone and make it your God, that's your business. You want to be atheist, that's your business. But to kill people and cause harm, that's not your business. If you are coming at me to do me harm because your faith is telling you that, or asking me to pay jizya, to pay tribute, huh? While I am in servitude to you, humiliated, and give you my money, my hard-earned money. No, I will not do that, and I'll fight. Okay, if you want to kill me, then I'll take you also with me, so you can go to heaven too, and get your 72 version. Okay, so these Chinese Uyghurs are in concentration camp, working day in and day out for years. Okay, and you boycott the French product, but you buy the product that it's produced by slavery in China. Not only that, the person is forced to deny his faith, which is Islam, I am very much against that. Some Christians also are forced to do the same thing. I'm against that too. And you don't hear about this imam in the mosque telling the young people to try to liberate their Muslim brothers in China. Add to that, they don't just take the man and that's it. No, the children are also taken away to another education camp because they are young. They can easily be programmed, raised up in the Chinese communist system without much resistance. They have nothing really to compare to. They are little children. So they quickly actually agree with that communist system and they become against their parents. The third step is the third step is they put a Chinese man from the Chinese Communist Party to watch the wife, and he sleeps with her in the same house, alone. In this region in China recently, abortion went way up. Why? Because it's whole villages controlled by Chinese sleeping in the homes with the women while the husband is in concentration camp and the children in education camp or brainwashing camp. The woman, by force, she has to be with this guy. Some of them get pregnant, and because they don't want this pregnancy and they cannot complain to anybody because the whole village, Muslim village, uh, now is controlled. Each house has one Chinese soldier sleeping with the woman. The city hall and the whole city township, it's controlled by the Chinese. So she cannot complain to anybody. The only thing, because they don't have any respect for lives, is she ask for abortion. And because they don't respect communist China, they don't respect life at all. So that's okay. That's okay. So she abort the baby. Where are the Muslims from that? They are hypocrites. Okay? I mean, even if you go back to the time of Muhammad, he came, he said he has a religion or faith from God or whatever. Okay, fine. He had Christian and Muslim around him. There were Christian and Muslim, Christian and Jewish people in that region. And because they didn't follow him, he became so antagonistic, so hateful towards them that it's in Quran. We Muslim have to hate the Jews and the Christian. Hate them. I mean, if you are really talking about God and these people believe in God, if you had so much antagonism towards atheist people or towards the Buddhist or the Hindus because it's a philosophy, I understand. But it's a personal thing. For Muhammad, it was is not really religion. It was he felt rejected. So it was not religion. It was a personal feud for him between the Jews and the Christian and himself. So he had anger towards them, towards the Jews and the Christian. And therefore, his followers until now, they continue in his footsteps. They have so much hate towards the Jews and the Christian, wherever they may be. And now, uh, we see the confusion. My fear is when that has not yet happened, but when the murder of or the killing of George Floyd in America, the African American man by the policeman, the sleeper cells in America, there are two types. Muslim sleeper cells, everybody's aware of that, I'm sure, and Chinese Communist Party sleeper cells. These were activated at this time to cause the chaos in America, the destruction, all that we see. That was done because the sleeper cell started to be activated and they charged people. There are many brainless people, they just push them to do whatever they want. Okay? At certain point, I hope this does not happen, but it could be the two devils, the Islamic teaching and communism, Islamism and communism, they unite together to try to destroy the world and create chaos all over the world. This until now has not yet happened, but I think there are two desperate ideology to control the world and they are very similar. So this might happen. I hope it doesn't. And I hope America and the West pay attention to that. We thank you very much. We hope to hear from you.